Merhaba, my name is Stephanie Altman-Winans, and I'm the Counselor for Public Affairs at the U.S. Embassy in Amman, Jordan. And I'm so honored today to be here with my great friend and colleague, Hadil Abu, who has an amazing factory, and we're going to learn a little bit more about it. So first, Hadil, thank you for having me, and please tell me a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much for this interview. My name is Hadil Abu. I am ambitious young woman, ambitious dreamer girl, and I'm activist trainer on disability rights, human rights, and also now I'm a factory manager for Al-Mu'asirun for BP woven bags.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey as a disability rights advocate and activist, and how does your passion for this cause fit into everyday life?
For me, in the beginning, I felt like my voice, I realized I needed to amplify my voices to real differences. Starting my journey from the beginning of University of Jordan, I just learned the art of advocacy and also the human rights, the disability rights in specific. And then I felt there is many discrimination towards the student with disability. So I started the campaign in the University of Jordan. And then I felt like my responsibility and my cause just to implement the law of disability rights 2017 in Jordan, and then I have many achievements. Toward this, I felt like really I need to learn more about the disability. So I took many trainings in different countries. I learned so much about the women with disability. We faced many challenges as a woman because we have a multiple discrimination because I'm a woman and also I have a disability. So I felt my responsibility just to advocate on these rights for the student, for the women, for the youth, and also for the elderly people, and also for the children with disability.
Right, thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, in the beginning, we visiting this area, and it's considered like poverty areas in Jordan, the one of the poverty area in Jordan. And we felt like there is people, they need work, but they cannot find a job. And then we start to establish this factory. We realized that the men, they didn't allow the women, their wives and daughters come to work. We just make like awareness sessions for them, and then we bring them here to see if there is an environment, safe environment. It's suitable for them to send their wives, daughters to come and to work. And starting of this, we built this factory. We are now we built this factory because it needs more employees. We are now 180 people, but we continue to grow like 300 people. And my factory, it's we manufacturing polypropylene woven bags. It's for industrial field. It's a B2B business. We just contact with the customer. We make all the bags customized for the clients, and also we see everything what's exactly they need just to produce it.
Thank you. You said something that really resonated to me when we were doing the tour. You said to me, at first I thought it was just a bag, but then I realized there were 180 people behind it, which I thought was absolutely beautiful and moving. So how do you ensure inclusivity of people with disabilities in your workplace?
For me, it's really hard just to make the inclusivity. The inclusive, the word itself, it's very big. And we need, when we say inclusivity, it's not just for the people with disability. We need to make inclusivity for the women, the elderly people, the children, not the children for sure, but for the youth as well. So I make sure all the facilities, it's accessible. it's accessible, like the accessibility. We have ramps, we have the elevators if we need it. And also we make some awareness sessions for the people, for the employee, about the people with disability, how to deal with them. And sometimes we provided a reasonable accommodation. Sometimes also I'm just making some sessions with the women to ensure the inclusivity is there. And also we make some adjustment, we have another department with the HR. We development some trainings, also some what it's called, psychosocial training for them, just to be more confident and they can work like other people.
So what are some of the challenges that you faced in opening your business?
Well, it's really big because, as I said before, it's a poverty area. The local community here, it's they have a stereotype and stigma towards the women in specific. And also, can you imagine with the women with disability? So in the beginning, I felt the people, they didn't listen to me, like the instructions, the legislation, because they feel, oh, you are a woman and we cannot follow the women. Because I know the culture maybe and the stereotype towards women. But after that, I didn't talk to them. I just work and I do my job. And then they realize I can do this. And sometimes now they say to me, Hadeel, when we talk to you, we felt like you didn't have any disability. You are like the other women, and you have a good personality and you have a confidence. And then I have the second challenge. This factory, it's the first factory here in Jordan. We manufacturing the jumbo bags, and we don't have skilled people. So I have to learn them, and they have to take some trainings to go through all the process, and then they can come and work with me. So this is really hard to me. I bring some people from the other countries just to train the people, the local community here. And sometimes I have challenge, sometimes, for now, I have some challenge with the labors, but I'm trying my best just to move forward to the other. I think this.
So your company is known for its corporate social responsibility efforts. Can you describe some of the initiatives that you have undertaken here across Jordan?
Yeah, and since that our responsibility and Al-Mu'assarin group, we felt like we need to establish CSR for our community, not just around our area, but we felt also there is many area need our initiatives, our maybe products, just to move forward. So we have many initiatives. One of them, we make like repairing potholes in the street, fixing some pavements, and also build some bus stops. And also we have a large campaign now for the painting the schools. For sure, we talk about the government schools. Recently we just built in Mafraq, we built the bus stop, and we felt it's really important to include the people, the community. So we bring some children and elderly people and women, and ask them exactly what you need with this umbrella or the bus stop. And then they said for us, we need ramp to use it for the people with the wheelchair or elderly people, or some people they have a problem with their knee. And we need some lights because at night there is no lights there. And some people, they said we need like bench, and we need some to plant some trees. So we did all these for the community, and this is what we ensure the inclusivity of our project. So we met the people there and we asked them their requirements, what exactly they need from me, from Al Mu'assirun group. And then this is the approach. It's very important. We tried our best just to promote this approach, because unfortunately, maybe some organizations, they make CSR, but when they went to some area, they felt, okay, I can make the bench. But the people, they don't need the bench. They need lights, for example. So this approach is very important. And now for the school painting campaign, we make it in the large scale. We provide like 108 paint drums. It's almost, we covered 6 schools from different areas from Amman. And recently we have a big project for the people with disability or students with disability with one of the government school in Shmisani. Unfortunately, we asked the teacher, they said the children with disability, they didn't eat or drink anything because there is no accessible toilets. And this reminds me in the same journey in my University of Jordan. This is what happened with me and with the other students. We made the campaigns, it's called Sarwatha, just to build the accessible toilet. And you know, it's very harm for the people in the health issue. Sometimes it's you will have the kidney issues and so on. So we will build, we are about to build a new toilet in this school. It's full accessible for all types of disability.
It's so good to hear how results driven you are, and that you see a problem and that you solve it right away. And I couldn't leave without asking a question about your participation in one of our programs now that you're an alumni. So can you tell us about how the International Visitor Leadership Program has impacted you?
Well, it's really, for me, it's really interesting because it's opened my eyes to our laws and also what we have to do to our community and our country. I remembered when I go to one of the Washington, D.C. schools, it's really inclusive for everyone. I felt like, oh my God, I need like this school in our country. We need to bring all the people, not just people with disability. I need the poor people, rich people, everyone, every children, they have the rights to education. And sometimes I felt, really, I know exactly what I need. So I took many trainings after the IVLP on disability rights, and then I certified the trainer on special rights for the people with disability. I felt my responsibility after the IVLP to make the awareness for the people. This is your right. You have to advocate and to loud your voices for your rights, because we have many discrimination towards the people with disability. And also I felt it's really important and rich experience. I believe after the IVLP, I believe in the exchange programs, and many times I just research for the exchange programs because I felt the impact in myself in the beginning, and after that I make many campaigns, not just for the University of Jordan. I made like 4 campaigns, one of them on the accessible tourism. No one think about the people with disabilities, their rights go out, not just education, employment, and also health. We have the rights to go to entertainment with the other people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would your advice be to women and persons with disabilities here in Jordan and across the world?
As a young woman with disability, I advise the people to go and search for the mentor and the role model. They go through all their experience And for me, it's okay to cry, but just for 5 minutes. And then you have to stand up and move forward for your dream, for your impetus, and think you are a woman and you have rights just to go out and to live like other people. I know there is a stereotypes toward us as a woman with disability, but you can break all these stereotypes and be you.
Well, you said it's okay to cry, so I feel like you're going to make me cry a little bit. And I want to say that this was an incredible opportunity to be here. And on a personal note, walking in here really was emotional for me because my family is a family of immigrants and first-generation American. My grandfather started a sweater factory in New York, and he hired immigrants when they had no opportunities. And walking in here, I can tell you that a sweater factory and a bag factory smell exactly the same. So I was overcome with that emotion, and just the inclusivity that you brought reminded me of what my family did. So all we can hope for is that people all over the world are inclusive to everyone and give them job opportunities just like you have. So on behalf of the U.S. Embassy, thank you so much for all that you do every day in Jordan. And I'm so glad that we've been able to be such great partners.
Thank you so much for your support, Stephanie, in person and for the U.S. Embassy. I felt this is the first time for me to make interview in my factory. I know it's really hard for us as a woman in the industrial field. What about the woman with disability in the industrial field? But I think I'm challenging myself, challenging the community, and say everyone, they have a right to have a job, and everyone have a right to live like others. And we need like these women in each sector just to raise our voices. We are here and we can do anything. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And what do we need to say? I think we need to fist bump and say Man Aqua, right? Man Aqua.
Man Aqua.